Welcome, parents. This meeting is an introduction to Year 1. I will start off with the staff who work with your children. So we have Mrs. Dillon, who is in 1SD and the Year 1 team leader. We have Miss Patel in 1SP. We have Mrs. Ahmed, Mrs. Kundi, and Mrs. Punya, who are teaching assistants who work in Year 1. Mrs. Ahmed works with the children in 1SD, and Mrs. Punya works in 1SP, and Mrs. Kundi works across the year group. So we'll start off about how we keep the children safe. Even though the restrictions have changed, we still encourage hand washing, social distancing, and making sure the children are sanitizing when they go to the playground and come back. As the guidance does suggest, if your child is displaying any symptoms, then please do not send them into school. And just for yourselves as well, when you are dropping your child and collecting your child, that you do maintain social distancing to keep yourself safe.
The school start time for year one is 8:15 a.m. Please drop your child off at the drop-off point at the designated time and leave promptly to reduce any congestion and maintaining social distancing at this time as well. Pickup time is 10 past 3 in the afternoon outside both the year one classrooms. Please ensure you pick up your child at the correct time and exit the playground following the correct route as well. If you're collecting If you're collecting more than one child, please ensure you collect the child that dismisses school first and then come back and collect the child from the year one classrooms.
So we have recently sent you the curriculum overview via Google Classroom. So please do look at this. It tells you everything your child will be learning in year one, but also tells you how you can help them at home. So, that's really important for you to try those different advice and tips we have suggested, because it will work in the classroom as well if you're helping them at home. We also have a parent resources folder saved in Google Classroom, and anything that we send out, example, the spellings, the mental maths, we will also save in there so that you can refer back to it just in case you lose your hard copy. So please do always check that folder as we do update it regularly.
This is a copy of Class 1SD's timetable throughout the day. As you can see, they have assembly first thing in the morning, and you can see the different lessons throughout the day. And just to make sure that 1SD have PE on a Thursday morning, so they need to ensure that they come to school wearing their PE kits. This is the timetable for 1SP, just to make sure that they have PE on a Friday. So making sure that all the pupils in 1SP come to school dressed in their PE kit.
So just to tell you some timings in year one. So every Friday, children will bring home their reading books, and homework will be uploaded on Google Classroom. So that's every Friday. Now, they are to read their reading book, and it must be signed if you want your child to change their book the following week. So please use the weekend to read with them, and 10 minutes a day we really suggest if you can, because it will really, really help them with their reading in year one. As Miss Patel just said, PE is every Thursday for 1SD. So please send your child in their PE kit every Thursday. And in 1SP, in Miss Patel's class, every Friday they need to wear their PE kit. So they only wear their school uniform 4 days a week. Spellings and the mental maths test will take place every Thursday. We have given you all the spellings and all the mental maths areas we are working on for the whole half term until October. So please look at that regularly, work on those weeks in advance, so that they are ready every Thursday for their test. Homework will always be posted on Google Classroom. That's also where it will be marked. So you do not need to print it off and send it into school because we are reducing paper. So please always check Google Classroom every Friday, and you send the homework back on Google Classroom by attaching it and sending it in by the hand in button. And the teacher or the teaching assistant will mark it on there and you will get a reply. We will also be using a, a reading platform and a maths platform, such as Manga High. We have used Bug Club in the past, but we are looking to a new reading online system at the moment, so you'll have more details soon. If for any reason you cannot get onto these resources or access your Google Classroom, you must let the class teacher know. You can do this by writing a message in the homeschool diary because we do not want your child to miss out just because something's not accessible.
Reading is an essential component of your child's learning, and they must read every day for at least 15 minutes. They must read out aloud. This is to ensure that they are pronouncing each and every word correctly as well, and they are building on any existing vocabulary and they're learning new vocabulary too. As Mrs. Dillon has already mentioned, please ensure parents sign the child's reading record regularly, as the child won't be able to receive a new book if it has not been signed previously. We encourage reading to be fun and giving them opportunities to be reading different genres as well, fiction and non-fiction, so they're exposed to lots of different vocabulary and they can be using this in their writing. Please promote practicing listening to stories. Maybe they can listen to this on audiobooks or YouTube, but please make sure that the child reads out loud every day for 15 minutes.
So, maintaining high standards, it's really, really important that your child comes dressed for school in their full school uniform. This includes a head covering. So, if your child needs a ramal, it needs to be on their head before they enter the classroom. And if they're wearing a junni, the same. It's not something that should be in their book bag. Please note, we are now returning to the Gurdwara. So of course they need the head covering ready because it is we go at 8:30 every morning, and especially for year 1 children who can't tie their own head covering, it is too much for the teachers to tie everybody's head covering and get them to the gurdwara for 8:30. We also encourage parents to regularly wash the uniform to promote cleanliness, to make sure children feel clean and are ready for school in a clean uniform. We do only allow black school shoes, not black trainers. And every child needs to have a school bag so that they can carry their books and anything that's given to them throughout the school day without having to fold it or carry it in their hand. It's really important they have a bag to keep their things in. If your child is a packed lunch, then please ensure it is a healthy lunch and promotes a balanced diet. And it should, for example, there should be like a main part of the lunch, like a sandwich or a pronta or some roti, then maybe a piece of fruit and a drink, and then maybe a healthy snack. But just sending fruit alone is not a lunch. So please, please make sure you have a main and then a piece of fruit is on the side. Because we do have a long day and children do not have lunch until 12 p.m. and they are very hungry at this point. And a piece of fruit is already provided by the school, so having another piece of fruit at lunch is not enough for them. I just want you to look at the screen now. I won't read this whole bullet points for you, but if you receive any of the following benefits, then please, please check if you are entitled to Pupil Premium. This is when money is given to the school on behalf of for your child. So really, really does benefit your child because for example, if you get income support, then extra money can be given to the school for us to support your child. This might be working in a group with an extra teacher. This might mean resources we can send home. So please, please do check if you're on any of those benefits that are on the screen now. And to check, you can use this website here, which is on the Guru Nanak school website, and you would just put your details in, and it will tell you if you are entitled to extra funding. So please, please do check this if you are on any of those benefits.
In any current circumstances for reducing face-to-face communication, we provide the children with a homeschool diary, a yellow homeschool diary, which stays in their bag. If parents have any messages that you'd like to speak to the class teacher about, please write a note in the diary and ensure your child hands their diary to the class teacher so they're able to respond back to the message. If you wish to discuss anything or something in more detail, please write a note and maybe you could request a telephone consultation with the class teacher. We would encourage you to only exercise in this option for essential matters only. All queries at this point must be communicated to the class teacher at first point of contact.
And it's also important to say at this point, even if you think it's a very quick message that you want to say at the end of the day, we are welcome for you to speak to us at the end of the day, but you must wait until the children have been released. If you are trying to talk to the teacher and there are parents behind waiting, the class teacher will ask you to just wait at the side until all the children have gone. Sometimes class teachers might have a meeting after school, so we might have to rearrange. But if it is something very quick, then please do just wait rather than trying to talk to the teacher when we are releasing the children. So, as Miss Patel said, the first point of call, if you had anything to discuss regarding your child, you would go to the class teacher. If you felt that the problem or the situation had not been sorted this way, you can then speak to the year team leader. And if for any reason at this point you still feel you need to speak to somebody else, it would then go to Mrs. Daliwal or Miss O'Leary, who are our senior leadership team. Please make sure you do always follow this communication path. Otherwise, you will just be told to go back to the class teacher. So looking ahead, we're really, really looking forward to working with you. We want a very positive and productive year. And to do that, we need your support. We will have parent meetings in October, and further information will be sent out closer to the time. So if you are just generally wanting to ask the teacher how they are doing, please do wait till next month, because we will also have more on our idea to tell you that rather than at the end of each day. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions regarding this meeting, uh, please do either use the homeschool diary or speak to us at the end of the day when the children have gone, or you can write them down for our meetings next month. Thank you very much.